it's not my beef between those two. Don't get me wrong, it's not. But at this point in time, I have decided that I should speak up a little bit on certain situations, because there is lies. There is lies. There's lies on both ends. Okay? Bottom line, there's lies on both ends. And fine, everybody lies. I'm not sitting here bashing anybody, but don't act like, don't act like Savage, for example, and I'm not going to speak on Marvel because I don't know her. You can't speak on her, so I don't know. But, I understand what you're trying to do, Savage. I understand your intent. I understand all of that, right? I get it. I do. I get it. However, like, how many times are you going to hit Nicole with the Mack truck asking for a friend? I'm just wondering, how many times are you going to hit Nicole with a Mack truck? I mean, is it real this time? I'm asking. I don't know, because I don't know what to believe. Because you did the same exact fucking shit last time. Only it was actually with Mack. I hate to say it, but like, this is a repetitive thing for you. And Nicole, I will also say, I don't understand why you keep taking her back as a friend. I know you care about her, but you had to have had an idea that this was coming. And this is what's sad. This is what's bullshit, is because, I've sat back and watched it. I've sat back and watched a lot of shit, right? Hang on. And I've been drugged through the ringer by both of them. I've been more nice than I should have on both ends. I keep standing up for what I believe in, and sometimes I want to give up because I don't believe it's there. Like, I don't want to believe it's there anymore. The difference between me and a lot of people is I don't back down from people, or from people that I see true value in. I don't back down easy. It takes a lot for me to back down. I want to make it very clear. The reason why I stepped away from Nicole has nothing to do with any of this bullshit. I also believe the reason why that I was pushed to step away as far as I was is because of Savage. 3/4 of the time, it's always been because of her. Savage, it's almost like this. If you can't have Nicole, nobody fucking can. Well, what's up with that, man? That's pure, like, you say Nicole's jealous of this and that. Like, I don't see it, man. I maybe I'm missing something, but I don't see that shit. And let me tell you, she's gonna come back and she's gonna go on a fucking rant, because she always fucking does, because I just bother the shit out of her. And why is that? Why is that? Is it because I call it like it is and you don't like it? Is that what it is, Savage? Because let's list a few things that you have done that has persuaded Nicole to act like out of character. How about, we'll just do some recent little ones. How about the 200 to 500 people that was in my live over a lie, over a fucking picture that was circled, that was quote unquote Sassy's kids' bedroom? Because damn well you knew, and you were laughing about it, at the fact that I got it wrong, that it was wrong, and everybody was fucking dragging me, just right along with fucking Sassy. You guys might not have been in the same chat, but damn well you were fucking laughing about it. You allowed, and whatever, you think it's fucking funny, whatever. But all these fucking people dragged me. You called me a pedophile. You allowed other people to call me a pedophile, it is what it is, Savage. But I thought you were on what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. You knew what you were doing, and you can't say that you weren't. You don't. You fucking knew that wasn't her house. Now, I don't know. I don't know if Nicole knew or not. To me, I don't think she did. I think she was genuine when she found out. She said, "Oh my God." And then she went off on Savage or Sassy. But the reason why Nicole flipped out on me, and you fucking know Nicole gets to me. You know she does. That's what I can't stand. You used her. And I can't speak for anybody else, but I can speak for myself in my situations. You fucking used her all the time. You used her to be your attack dog when you couldn't do it anymore. At least with me. Because you know that it would break me the fuck down. And every fucking time it does. I mean, it makes me stronger in the end. But at the end of the day, don't sit here and act like you're fucking innocent and that you're doing something, because you're not. And I'm getting really sick and tired of hearing about it, to be honest with you, because you done said you were going to stop fucking talking about it. That second live that you had, you can ask a lot of people. That was dumb. Like, for real. That was ridiculous. It made no fucking sense. This whole spew about Nicole, when we show all of this stuff, we do all of this, you're gonna, you deserve to be unalived and da da da. Where was it? Where was it? That live was bullshit. Now again, I don't sit here and have to condone everything anybody does. There's a lot of, I'll get to what Nicole has done. I will, because there's a few things that I want to address as well. So don't think I'm just coming at Savage. But Savage, you've fucked up a lot. I don't even know the story, and I can tell you three-quarters, some of the friends that Nicole gets close to, Savage always fucking ends up ruining. Because she gets so damn jealous, and if any more attention is more on somebody else than it is Savage, she gets mad. And I'm only speaking for me too. I'm not saying what Savage is doing is right or wrong. I'm really not. But when is bullshit bullshit? Does anybody forget the fact that everything they're talking about and everything that they're doing, do you guys realize they were behind the scenes doing the same shit? If not worse, where's that at? Where's that at? Again, I'm not on Nicole's side. I'm just calling it like it fucking is. Don't sit here and act like you be Captain Save a Hoe with all this bullshit now, because you really ain't. You were just as bad. And let me tell you something. I listened to some of them calls. Especially, there was one in particular that I did listen to. It was on the live. What was that about? Gina. I don't know what's all going on with the beef, right? I don't know what's going on with the beef, but that's one of my friends. That's one of my fucking friends. And I'm going to speak for both situations. You know damn well what the fuck you were doing, Savage. Because I could hear it in that part of the live, because I replayed it several times. I could fucking hear it, man. I could hear the way that you were telling Nicole certain things. Let's just unalive them all. Let's just do this. Let's just do that. You were agging that shit on because you know damn motherfucking well that Nicole will take those words and everything into consideration. You, Savage, bring out the vile in Nicole every single time. If it wasn't for you, I don't believe that conversation would have happened. Because that's what you do. You bring out the vile in Nicole and you try to convince her that certain people are worse than what they are. And Nicole, bless your heart, Nicole, and I'm just calling it like it is, you give into it. I don't know what it is about Savage, but you give into it. She ruined a lot of shit for you, but also you gained a lot of shit because you're you. I see the loyalty that they both have towards each other. But I also see the vindictiveness and the bullshit that goes in between. You know how many times Savage has fucking manipulated Nicole into going the fuck off? I mean, I got recordings for days. You want to talk about recordings? Let's talk about recordings. Let's talk about all the fuck shit you did. Let's talk about that. How vile you were, Savage. Don't act like you condone certain stuff. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. When you sat in the fucking same box as Mac, listening to him fucking talk so vile about kids and doing this and that about children. Like, girl, you ain't no different. You ain't no different. The only difference is you screwed the guy. And I'm just using that as an example. I get what you're doing. I get what you're speaking out. I get your change. I understand that. That's not the point. The point is, if you're going to stand on something, stand on it and change it. You ain't changed it. You ain't done nothing but gain more people to fucking hate Nicole. And if you're going to do it right, do it right. You ain't got to convince everybody and their mothers and their brothers about all these motherfucking recordings and do this and that. Like, that ain't a fucking friend. Even if you walked away, that ain't a best friend. Because when you have a true best friend, it don't matter what the fuck you do, right? You walk away from each other. You don't out each other everything about everybody. You don't drag somebody all over the fucking app. You don't secretly record people. That ain't a true fucking friend. A true fucking friend will walk the fuck away and listen and not speak so negative on somebody. Let's take me and Lala, for example. Or Dirty. When you care about somebody and you were ride or die for somebody and you condoned a lot of the stuff that they did and didn't do and was on their side, you don't go around and turn your back on them the next motherfucking day after you made a big fucking preach and saying, I will, that nobody will ever get this, ruin mine and Nicole's friendship, yada, yada, yada. When you turn around and literally the next fucking day do the same fucking, what? The most opposite thing that you fucking did. You turned on her. You know, I could have ran my mouth a lot about some of the shit that people, I have been keeping skeletons in other people's fucking closets that I know about that I will never fucking out. Because when you ride or die for somebody, no matter if you walk the fuck away, a true fucking friend, they gonna keep that. They gonna keep that because they know that it's gonna destroy you. And you gotta pick and choose. What would you do? What would you do if that shit was you? Is it really worth it? Because at one point in time, you gave a fuck about that person. It's disgusting. It's disgusting to me. Because the one fucking person, after everything that you have done to her, turns her back on her again and hits her with another motherfucking Mack truck. The fuck? How many Mack trucks we gonna hit? She aggs, listen, you ag it on, Savage. You always have. Always fucking have. And let me tell you, I'm sorry, I keep bouncing around because I'm trying to think about stuff, and I should have went by what I wrote down, but I can't because I have too much on my mind. Back to what I was saying earlier with the Gina situation. I don't know y'all's friendship. I'm not going to come in between none of that. All right. But I think both situations was wrong. I will say from knowing Gina, I think she is a good person. I think she's genuine. I think that it was absolutely agged on by Savage. I heard it. Like, it's one of the things that I pointed out for myself. Because I have all those recordings, all of them, because I've been tracking all of this. I was going to recap everything, right? But because I said that I was going to back off, I didn't address anything. But now it's kind of time. I think that to lie to somebody, it's a toss up. I think both were wrong, but at the same time, Savage, you add that shit on, and I believe Nicole when she says she don't remember what she said. Because when you get into that one mode about certain things, and I'm not standing up for her, but I do. She's done that before. It is a fact. She has absolutely said some things and then just completely just didn't even realize she even said it. That's just Nicole. I'm not saying it's a good trait. I'm not justifying it. I'm not sticking up for her because it was wrong. Because I like Gina. I think she's a good person. I think she's a good-hearted person. So y'all back off of her, please. Because that's one of my friends. I would like it if, people could work that out, but that's not my decision. Anyway, let me go back to some of the things that I was saying. Yeah. The whole hacking into people's accounts and everything. Once again, I gotta revert back to look at the fuck shit that y'all did behind the scenes. Like, don't be calling somebody out that you literally sat there with and did the same fucking shit. Like you were the other, like it was you. What? Like, I'm just baffled. I'm baffled because you was just as behind the scenes. Man, you condoned everything she did. You know how many lives I've got that you've sat up there and said I agree with everything that everybody's done, and like, come on. You are not perfect. Y'all always be mad because Nicole was nice to me. Y'all always motherfucking be mad and always find a fucking reason to get her pissed off. I've watched it for years. I've watched it. It's disgusting and gross. Let's go back to the time where I first met Nicole, okay? Let's go back to that time when I first met her. I was made aware that she was the bully and talking about kids and all this kind of stuff. That's a fact. I've still got those recordings to this day. I was all fucking ready. I was all ready to come after her. It's true fact. I didn't know her. I didn't know anything about her. I almost made the mistake of judging somebody before I knew that person. And that's not who I am. I always try to get to know somebody because there's always two sides to every story. And then the bullshit between Savage and Nicole happened with the Mac situation. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. I said, Bullet, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? You don't even know this girl. And you're gonna drag somebody you ain't know nothing about. Yeah, she might have said some fucked up shit. It's wrong, but what are you doing? This isn't you. You don't judge somebody before you even speak to. You go to the source and you speak to them. You get to know who they are, and you get to know the fucking truth, man. You don't do that. I've always been that way. But that one time I almost fucked up. And there's no part of that I haven't owned. I mean, we could go back on lives after lives after lives, and I've told Nicole the same thing. This is nothing new. And then, of course, Nicole didn't know who the fuck I was. And she's coming after people that I felt like it was my fault. So you know what I fucking did? Instead of gathering a bunch of people and doing all this bullshit, yada yada, all this stupid stuff, you know what I fucking did? Because I'm an idiot and didn't know who the fuck these people were. I duetted Mac and called out Nicole. Don't laugh. All right? I duetted Mac and called out Nicole. I duetted Nicole and called out Nicole. I messaged Nicole and Mac and all the Mac Nation people and everybody that was associated with Nicole, and called Nicole out to remember the first thing that Nicole said when she came into my box that day with a lie. Like, after a couple days, she found out I was wanting her attention. Who the fuck is this bitch? Sorry. right? Hmm. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I heard I got bullet. What? Those were my account. What you talking about? Look. I'm not paying attention to the chat, you guys. I mean, you can, Marbles, but to be honest with you, I don't know you when it comes to certain things, and I'm not going to talk on you on anything or involve you in anything because I don't know your relationship with Nicole per se. I've never gotten to know you. And I'm not saying you can't have a box. I'm just saying that I'm not going to disrespect you when it comes to that because I can't. I don't know you. Does that make sense? I barely read the chat. I've said that so many times it's not even funny. So I don't know what's going on in the chat. Do I need to go back and look? Hang on, let me look. Hold on. Marbles, get a box real fast. Bullet. Hang on. Who is going after Gina? I'm lost. Those were my accounts. Wait. Need a recap. Can you recap me? Very sick to me too. What are we doing here? All while and the calls I never heard. Okay, so what's going on? Oh, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm sorry, you guys. Good morning. Anybody that I missed, good morning. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I do apologize when I get into my modes of just calling stuff like it is. I don't pay attention to the chat just for the simple fact that that I lose my train of thought really fast. Squirrel, right? So good morning. I hope you have an amazing day, everybody. I hope you have an amazing day as well. If you're just now waking up, I hope you had a good night's sleep. If you're just now going to bed, I hope you have a good day's rest. If you're traveling to your destination, I hope you get there safely and you have the best day that you possibly can. Oh, with Gina, that's not necessarily, it's not necessarily my story too much to tell. They know what I'm talking about. I don't want to speak on it too much, but what I did see from that part of the live as well, I think it was all ridiculous. I think that it was absolutely egged on. Savage, you mentioned a few words that were keywords that you knew would get Nicole riled up. Again, it's not necessarily my business, but Gina is my friend. So I'm doing this thing where I actually try to stand up for my friends. What's wrong is wrong and what's right is right, and try to be as mutual as I can because I don't want to be disrespectful because everybody has their reasons, right? However, to me, I just think that it was wrong on both ends. I hope everybody understands what I'm saying. I don't feel like Gina has been a bad person, although I don't know everything that's been going on. She's never been ill to me. I think it was wrong to have it egged on, Savage. I know you did. I could hear it. And Nicole, it was wrong for you to speak the way that you did. Do I think Nicole forgot what she said? Yeah, I do, because that's just how the fuck she is. She's done it to me a million times. Hang on. I don't condone that on both ends, especially if they've been good to you. So I am gonna kind of stand up for that a little bit. It's new to me. I'm not gonna lie, because I usually let a lot of stuff go. But I'm trying this thing where I can be mutual and still stand up for my friends and not be a hateful person. So there's that. I hope that it can be worked out. And that's all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about your accounts. I don't know what you're talking about, Marbles. When it comes to that, I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't know. I don't care. And here's another thing. I stood and I opened up my live for a lot of people, right? And I did both sides and everything. But the second that I turn around and, and I want to listen, because y'all know I was trying to recap both of them and listen to it. I come into the fucking chat and I get fucking blocked. I get it, right? But if you want your story heard and I'm sharing your stories and your shit, why are you going to block me? Why are you going to block me when I'm literally sharing it all? I'm allowing you to speak, your side to speak. I'm allowing Nicole's side to speak, and a recap in the morning, which people don't like to sleep all fucking night. But yet, I get blocked out of your shit, which I'm not really a bitcher when it comes to blocking, per se, but like I'm getting y'all shit out too, like equally. Make that make sense. But anyway, I don't care about that. I got several accounts, and I just sat on the outside. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, like I was saying, I'm not going to speak too much on Marbles because I don't know her. I can't. What I do know is that I understand people are speaking out. I understand that people have been hurt by Nicole. I truly do. It's just when it goes overboard, that's when it's going to start turning into doing the right thing and with good intentions. Trust me, I live and breathe it. Doing the right thing with good intentions, and to just, what are you doing? Man, what are you doing? And I feel like that's where it's becoming. And I can't say too much about you, Marbles, because again, I don't fucking know. One thing I do want to address is the health issues. I understand that there's been a lot of fuck shit in the past with that shit. Somebody's did this. The people said that she faked cancer, she faked diabetes, she faked this, she doesn't have this, she doesn't have that. Okay, look. At the end of the day, and I'm just speaking on health issues in general, that's, you know who has to live with that shit? Them, okay? If you lie, somebody's going to find out, and you're going to get, you're going to get in trouble for it. That's on you. But nobody, and maybe it's because I've experienced this too, Savage, that you've called my shit fake. My seizures, all of that stuff as well. That I don't have these certain health issues, etc., etc. When is enough enough? When is these health issues being fake on people that you are not? I mean, it's not you. It's not your health issues to talk about. It's not your bullshit. It's not what you go through every day. If those health issues are true on certain things, who are you to talk about them? That's not fair. I'm sorry, but health issues are off limits to me, because you never know people's struggle and what they're going through and what's real and what's not. You just don't. You could show proof and medications and everything all day long, but these people are going to find every fucking reason to say that you're a liar. Again, I don't condone that, because I've been through it. I've had videos on me saying that I faked a fucking seizure. It's all over the motherfucking place. Because people think that it's fake because it doesn't look the same as others. I don't do that health bullshit, and I think it's wrong. That's one thing I will call out. I think health is wrong. I think everybody should back the fuck off when it comes to health. At the same time, if your health is not the way that you say it is, you shouldn't be speaking on it either. Because there are some people who struggle. Truly, they struggle with their health. Both of it's wrong. Both of it. And I don't know who died and made everybody doctors, right? But you're not. You're not. The only person that can diagnose and do anything and say you don't have this or you do have this is the doctor. And listen, I've lived with a hypochondriac, okay? I have. I've lived with a hypochondriac. And I'm not saying Nicole or Savage or anybody is that, okay? Don't get it twisted what I'm saying. But at the same time, I've also lived with somebody who has been, they were a hypochondriac. They thought everything was wrong with them. They took every precaution that they possibly could to stay healthy. And again, you're not going to change it. You just gotta, don't judge them for what they feel about themselves. Just help them through it. That's not fair. That's not fair. Hang on a second. I don't know why you're being muted for being in here. I don't know. People have to be responsible for their own actions and words. Yes. That's invasive. Hang on, sorry. Life isn't fair. Just want to let you know I'm listening for a while. I get ready for the doctor. Please don't block me. No, nobody block Virginia. Nobody block Virginia. And I don't know what was going on with that, but I really think a lot of that was egged on as well between me and Virginia. I just want everybody to know that me and Virginia have talked. We're good. There's no beef between us. I'd like to keep it that way. There are certain people that I don't like to insert into my personal bullshit. If I'm friends with you off this app, what stays between me and you off this app 3/4 of the time stays off this fucking app, because I'm not going to do that. I'm not that kind of human being. Look, me and Virginia's friendship has never necessarily been spoken on this app, and I'm going to keep it that way. Just as I do with a lot of people. So I'm going to leave it at that. Everybody's entitled to their feelings, but don't come in between a friendship you know nothing about. That's all I'm saying. Don't do that, because that just ruins a friendship that's not even yours. That's between me and Virginia. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked again. Hang on, everybody's blowing my phone up. Sorry, you guys.